So the question was, if I understood it right, that every time, this is a sister, every time she works in a place that there's something unethical going on, and then she finds that she has to leave this job. Okay, the first thing I'll say is that regarding working and employment, and this is something that's coming from my background since 2005. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed me that I was teaching at the college level, post-secondary education to non-Muslims, basically, mostly. I was teaching business accounting and economics and those kinds of topics, which are easy to get into in the job market. One thing I did teach my students, which was against what the college really wanted, is because the college says, come and study with us for a year, we'll get you a job like this. Right? Especially the private colleges, they say, 6 months you're in the market right away. One thing I taught my students is I told them I have a hidden curriculum for you. Curriculum is usually what you base your teaching on, your methodology, right? Your manhaj, if you want to call it that, right? So I told them I have a hidden manhaj for you, a hidden curriculum for you. I told them I want you guys to always have in the back of your mind to be self-employed, independent, eventually. I'm not saying that if you finish your degree or your diploma or certificate that you can't, pursue a job. No, you have to start with someone, because you need to learn the skills. You need to learn the skill set. But your aim should always be that I want to at least have some sort of an on the side business. Especially the sister wants to leave Canada, and Allahu Alam, may Allah bless her for that decision. If she finds that she wants to go to a Muslim country, wonderful, great. But migration these days is not easy. The political realm that we're in is not, I'm just going to pack up and go and go wherever I want. Self-employment in this country is very important. Working for yourself, having a skill that you do yourself, where you're independent and you work on your own terms, is very important in this country for, first of all, independence and freedom to do whatever you want. And I'll share with you what I do, okay? And at the same time, defeating legally this tax system. Because when you're working for yourself, you can write off so many things and so many expenses that you can't even do 50% of if you're an employee. And I look at employment today, and I'm not trying to offend anybody who's an employee, but it's modern day slavery. I am serious, because people back in the day were dragged with chains in their necks. Today they have neckties that they're being dragged by, not chains. Right? They're doing it to themselves. So you need to make sure that you have this aim in your mind that I want to study something or learn a skill where I can be eventually independent and work on my own terms. How does this relate to the sisters? Now I'm talking to the brothers in front of me, but sisters, and I'm going to say this, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala support me in this. The ideal place for your sister to work is from home. Okay, I'm going to say this. You're not going to find any khair in going out and working between men. And I'm not someone who doesn't practice what my wife, who asked this question, by the way, she's the one on the microphone, she works from home. She studied chemical engineering. When I proposed to her in 2000 and, I'm going to get in trouble now with it, 2004, 2005. Okay, I'm in a hotel, but Allahu Alam. Okay, when I proposed to her, one of the conditions that they put on me is that she wants to finish her education. And of course, being the single guy, I was like, man, okay, fine, whatever, finish your education. She never worked in her field. Chemical engineer, right? Her dream was to obviously work and get into some sort of, water treatment company or something about it like that. Now she's doing something that's the opposite of what she studied. She's into natural health, she's into dental coaching for mothers and she's working from home. She never, with the exception of a little bit of a call-in center job she did towards the end of university to pay off her, at the time, OSAP loan, which again, she took before she married me, don't worry about that. Okay, she paid it off, no interest, alhamdulillah. So sister, what you should be doing is you should be pursuing a skill and a business. In today's online world, it's very easy to work from home. Now, myself personally, aside from what I do in terms of da'wah, by trade, I'm an accountant, I'm a CPA, okay? So I do that, and even though I was teaching since 2005 until most recently with this whole pandemic thing that took place, right? I was out of a job in terms of teaching, but alhamdulillah, I'm making it okay with my accounting practice from home. So the short answer, sister, is try to seek something where you have to work for yourself, because if you work for yourself, brother or sister, you don't have to succumb or submit to anyone telling you to do something unethical because you're your own boss. That's my advice for all the brothers. Yani work for someone, get into a job, learn the skills. And accounting, by the way, is a great thing to get into because you can learn to do tax and all those things you can learn from home eventually. You can do it on your own terms. Barakallah fikum.